here. Riley starts to do bad things to me, but I'm like, I'm smarter than Riley. But I make one critical mistake. I let him escape one hand out. Guys, the basic rule of white belt jiu-jitsu is both hands in, both hands out. Not one hand out. Because nothing good happens when you're in full guard and you have one hand in. But let's say I do make the mistake and Riley starts setting up this triangle. Couple things I'm gonna do pretty quickly. One, I'm gonna re-square my hips. And I'm gonna put them right in between my knees. Here. And I'm gonna walk in just that little bit. My hand that is not in the triangle is gonna come to the top of his knee. My other hand is either gonna grab for some pants or it's gonna be reaching for that top knee. I'm then going to posture up, pulling on the top of that knee to straighten his leg out. I'm then going to roll it to the inside of me, push it to the ground, pass just like we did for the arm bar. Okay? So I'm here, bad things are happening. Riley starts to try to do stuff. I'm going to get my arm back a little bit, square my hips, putting them in between my knees, because I don't want him to have angles here. My outside hand's going to come to the top. I'm going to posture up, not just with my head, but also with my hips, driving head and hips forward. I always describe it as kind of that Superman chest motion. Doing that same thing. All right, I'm here. I pull his leg to the side and move here. And baby, fix your face. Fix your face. We don't do that here. Thank you. Works every time. So I'm here. Riley starts to do bad things. Boom. He pushes that arm out. All right. I'm going to square my hips, walk into him just that little bit. Up, up. Escape and pass. Questions on this, guys? Generally, yes. That straight knee bar is going to be there. It's not going to be tight. Now, if I'm here with Riley, he starts to triangle me here. Square up, right? I get here. Let's say I did want to attack that. I'm going to come. I'm not going to try to finish it from my knees there, but I will come here. And when I miss that, I'll come here. So yes, generally that straight knee bar is going to be legal. Blue belt or advanced division generally will get knee bars, but take a shot. Any other questions on that, guys? All right, triangle defense. 1, 2, 3. I start attacking Riley, but Riley does not appreciate my attacks. So I start attacking this triangle, and I get here. Well, let's say I can't get my angle, or let's say Riley starts defending and doing things I don't like. That's great. All we're gonna do, guys, I'm just gonna pass his arm into same side armpit. Careful with that arm. Yeah. I'm gonna post my wrist under his forearm. I'm going to pinch my knees, posture away. So I'm here, I get to this triangle position. And let's say I can't get it closed. Let's say I got, trying to think of, like a Steve, a bigger guy where I'm not gonna lock up a perfect triangle versus you, right? Or Riley's good at defending and just keeping himself just alive. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tuck his wrist into my armpit. I'm going to grab in, putting my wrist right under his elbow. I'm going to arch my hips up and away. Double attack, because sometimes you need more enemies. The big detail on this one, guys, is trapping that wrist in your armpit. So when I'm here, I'm gonna put it in my armpit, he's gonna feel safe, but I'm gonna collapse my elbow in tight, here. As soon as that wrist comes under, I'll grab my thigh, my cup, my other hand, I don't care what I grab here. Get a hold of something, give yourself some pressure, put enough pressure into the choke where he's, red but not gonna tap, extend, attack that arm. Yeah, I'm trying to pop his thumb up so that this would work as a traditional arm bar. So once I'm here, all I've done is move the fulcrum around. So here, I've attacked. Now instead of this being pinned against my hip and pulling here, I'm trapping it with my elbow, putting it into this hip instead. Questions on this? Yeah, I'm putting the blade of that right behind his elbow, similar to what we did Tuesday with the reverse arm lock that we didn't cover tonight. I wanted to get through this first. So that same motion is working here, it's just in a different direction. So I'm here. I go to attack this arm, boom. I get here, he escapes his arm. I start attacking my triangle and can't get it locked up proper. Boom. Some guys will actually defend their arm by tucking their hand in the hip here. That's great. All I'm gonna do is instead of letting him tuck it under my hip, I'm gonna make him grab my arm. Elbow back, attacking that elbow. Questions on that one?
Are you threatening a lot with that triangle?
Yeah, I'm still trying to choke the shit out of you if possible. Here's the thing. Let's say I get Corey. I'm not going to be able to attack Corey with one attack. I'm going to have multiple things threatening him and make him choose. Because one of two things is going to happen. Riley's going to realize bad things are happening, and he's going to try to start tucking his arm across or start crashing into me. So if I'm here and Riley pushes in, that gives me the pressure I need to finish the choke. But let's say Riley's just hell-bent on, I'm going to defend the choke. He's going to start posturing up, which extends his arm. You have to give me something.
Shittiest game of chess I've ever played.
Like we talk about all the time, the goal is not to focus on one thing and just fixate there. The goal is make him make a choice of choose your own adventure. You want to get triangle, you want to get armbar. Because you got to give me one or the other. If you posture up and start extending your hands away, I'm going to rip your arm off. But if you break into me and start trying to, put your weight down on top of me to stop the armbar, I'm finishing the choke. Either way, you chose your adventure. That's always my goal, is to get to a position like that diamond guard. So I go there almost every time I'm in the guard. I'm going to get to that position. You choose how you want me to finish this. I'll take whatever you want. Are you going to leave an arm hanging out and I'm going to arm bar you? Are you going to grab the back of my head? Am I going to reverse arm bar? Are you going to try to, sneak a hand out and I can triangle you? Are you going to try to swing my legs over so I can hit an omoplata, which is what we're going to go into next week. We're going to expand on this series. The goal is to get into a position where you choose the next move for me, which I'm perfectly fine with. So I'll finish any of those just as aggressively as I need to. Or I'll choke you while breaking your arm because I'm an asshole. Either one's available. Questions, comments, concerns on that? All right, drill her out. 1, 2, 3.